Mystery drone crashes, sending FBI scrambling in New Jersey. Okay, this drone stuff is getting a little bit weird, all right? This is all I've been seeing on X for the past, 2 weeks. It's video after video after video. At first, it started slow. You just saw, lights in the sky, You really couldn't tell what they were, but it was just post after post, video after video. And pretty soon, the bot started taking over, right? And then it became really hard to distinguish fact from reality. And at this point, it's really hard to tell. I actually was featured on CNN last night by Anderson Cooper. Well, not me. It was my Instagram profile. Because there's this video that was shared on X of a very strange looking drone flying through the sky. And this drone looked like it was something out of Star Wars. And I shared this video on X and I said something along the lines of drone over New Jersey. And then I put an AI label on it because I was like, this is probably fake. It looked cool. It was being shared by all of the biggest accounts on X. And I share news on my Instagram. And so I shared it. I put an AI label on it just in case, because when you get hit with a fact checked on Instagram, it affects your account. If you put an AI label on it, and it's AI, you're in the clear. Well, Anderson Cooper at CNN, they picked it up and they shared it as fact on CNN. I mean, I really didn't think that my perception of mainstream media could get any lower. But when I saw that, I couldn't believe it because I had clearly labeled it as AI. Instagram has this little toggle that you switch, bloop. And it has this little AI label on the top by your account name. But all these videos are being shared on Instagram or being shared on X. It's being reported on. The Pentagon has said that it is not the United States. It's not the military. It's not a foreign country. They don't know where these drones are coming from. But one thing that they do know for a fact is that these drones are not threatening. They don't pose a threat. Which any rational person would ask, well, if you don't know where these drones are coming from, if you're saying that they're not ours, how do you know that they do not pose a threat? It's very odd. It's a very odd situation. But apparently one of these drones crashed, and the FBI is now scrambling to try to find pieces of this drone. But they are finding nothing. Multiple agencies swarmed a Hillsborough field after reports of a drone hitting power lines near a Lowe's parking lot. Despite the FBI's involvement in a massive search operation, officials found zero evidence of any crash. Hillsborough police cleared the scene with the most classic line, "No known threat to the public." Now, there was one representative who claimed that these drones, if you want the story to get even weirder, these drones were coming from a mothership that was owned by Iran. I mean, he just came out on the news and said that. And these apparently, I had this image in my mind of a mothership out there in the ocean because he says it was coming from the ocean, coming out of the ocean, and all of these swarms of drones going over to New Jersey to mess with people. But this is the story that is happening right now. Then we had another down drone in someone's backyard. We'll take a look at that here in a second. We have a couple videos related to this story. But first off, this is what happened in New Jersey earlier today. Check it out.
A major response from authorities that could be related to an incident involving a drone. It is happening in Hillsborough, New Jersey. Fox 5's Stephanie Bertini is live from that scene. Stephanie, obviously so much frustration about what is even happening in the skies above us. So this might be a big answer.
Yeah, Bianca, I talked to several people who tell us they heard a drone crash somewhere behind where I'm standing. We're working to get that information confirmed with officials. Our chopper has been flying over the area this morning. Here's some video. We're showing you that view from above. We're in a shopping plaza in Hillsborough, just off Route 206. First responders have been here all morning, including Hillsborough police. A lot of onlookers. I talked to one woman who says her concerns are growing, calling all the recent drone activity very bizarre. She She says she heard the drone crash happened overnight here, but she says that she's seen several, what she believes are drones anyway, flying around her home. She says she lives not too far from where we're live right now. Now, we've reported on these drone concerns in New Jersey. Some experts have said the sightings could very well be lawfully manned aircrafts today. We're hearing from officials on Staten Island about the same topic. Take a listen.
You know, there's a saying that we had after 9/11, if you see something, say something. I think that's become, if you see something, don't worry about it, because we saw it too. And the people of Staten Island deserve answers. The people of this city and state and region deserve answers of what the heck is going on.
So we've heard from the FBI, and the FBI says there's no reason to believe that these recent possible drone sightings pose a national security threat. Now, in terms of what we're getting from local officials, we're being told we're going to get an update this afternoon at some point, Bianca, in terms of what they've been looking at here. Back to you inside.
Yeah, that is a massive, massive red flag. Poses no threat. We don't know what it is. So that tells me that they do know what it is. Does it pose a threat? I would say probably not. I would say it was probably something to do with maybe a military exercise. There is one Redditor, this was shared by Charlie Kirk. There is one Redditor that says that it's actually a Space Force exercise. But just to give you guys an idea of what happened on CNN last night, I shared this video right here. And I said, hey, this is a reported drone over New Jersey. I initially shared it, and, because it was being shared by a lot of big accounts on X. And I initially shared it thinking it was legit. And after about maybe 2 or 3 minutes, I was like, you know what? I probably should add an AI label. It doesn't show it right here, but usually if you're on your phone, it's right up on the top left corner, an AI label. And this video is actually picked up by none other than Anderson Cooper. If you look right here, Anderson Cooper played the video as facts. Never said it was AI, never said it was fake. But he used it as a backdrop of his news show, talking about all of these drones that people are seeing over New Jersey.
Talked about these drones. That black blob in the night sky is a drone, a good-sized one, though it's hard to tell without other objects close in the frame to compare it to. It's one of dozens that have been spotted recently in the skies over New Jersey and New York, in the New York area, including a military research facility around the Trump property in Bedminster as well. Today.
So if you can't tell, on the upper right corner right here, Instagram /@UnwokeThoughts. Very, very proud of that one. But this is another apparent drone sighting that has crashed. It is in a homeowner's backyard in New Jersey last night. Now, we have no confirmation whether this is just a regular drone, maybe someone messing around. But this was also picked up by the news. And they're talking about this other drone that has been spotted, and it has crashed because people are wondering, what are these drones? Where are they coming from? And why is everyone talking about it? And why is the Pentagon and our government being so hush-hush about it? Because just to interject before I play this video, Donald Trump hasn't said one thing about these drones. Elon Musk has not said one thing about these drones. Which I think is a big indicator, because usually Trump and Elon Musk, they're all over the trending topics on social media.
Okay, we're in Hillsborough, New Jersey. A drone went down here about 12 a.m. last night. We have news drones out. There's news channels here, hazmat, the whole nine, looking for leftover pieces of this crashed drone. Everyone's saying it's not real, it's not happening. It's real, it's happening. It's here.
Wow. So apparently we have a downed drone, and I believe this is kind of along the same lines. Nick Sorter shared this. He's one of the big accounts on X. He says massive search effort is underway in Hillsborough, New Jersey, after a possible drone landing, per CBS New York. Multiple agencies, including hazmat teams, are on scene, and the FBI has now gotten involved. So if the Pentagon is being so haphazard about all these drones, they say, well, they're not breaking any laws. So, really, what can we do? They're like kind of throwing their hands up. But then one of these drones, reportedly goes down. and they send the FBI to investigate and try to find missing pieces. Something is not adding up. He says crews are now doing a wide area search on foot and four-wheelers, but are releasing no statement to the public. This must be a news helicopter or maybe a news drone that is taking this footage.
Several agencies are involved in an investigation in Hillsborough, New Jersey, as to a possible drone landing that happened yesterday. The search is ongoing right now in an area between or just off of Route 206 in Hillsborough near Falcon Road, and we can see a staging area by Somerset County hazardous material units, some other county officials, as well as Hillsborough agencies as well. We also understand the FBI is aware of the incident. Again, this is a search ongoing. It is primarily happening in a wooded area just adjacent to a shopping center, again in the area of Route 206 in Falcon Road. At this point, officials are not able to make any other statements as to the status of this investigation and what details that are known at this time and what they're able to share. But there we can see some of the firefighters that have been walking around in an area, again, just off of Route 206 near Falcon Road. We have seen them doing basically a wide area search on foot, as well as several all-terrain vehicles ongoing in this area.
So the FBI is on the ground in response to this drone landing. The response just doesn't equal the response or the statements by the Pentagon. How they say, well, these don't pose a threat. You know, we're not worried about them. They're not breaking any laws, so everyone calm down. But the New York Post, they say a drone crashes into New Jersey homeowner's backyard as panic over mystery sightings gripped state. A drone fell out of the sky and crashed into a New Jersey homeowner's backyard Thursday night, authorities confirmed, as the unexplained phenomena continued to rattle residents of the Garden State. The aircraft smashed down in a residential area of Pequannock Township in Morris County around 8:45 p.m. Thursday, according to police and dispatch audio. Officials determined the craft was a hobby or toy type drone and not a, quote, large commercial or military drone. So apparently, and they're saying maybe these are copycats. New Jersey cops warning of possible copycats. Copycats of what? You don't even know what you're copying. You're copying drones that are in the sky. They say some of these drones are the size of cars. Bicycles and cars. That's what I've seen. So, I mean, it's just, you know, it's one of the weirdest things I think I've ever experienced, because social media is lighting up with this drone footage. The Pentagon and the government doesn't have anything to say. There was a hearing about these drones, and one of the congressmen actually walked out because he said it was a useless hearing because the people that they were that were at the hearing that they were asking questions to were not giving them straight answers, and he said it was a waste of time. Then you have another congressman saying that it's Iran. Then you have the Pentagon saying, no, it's not Iran. What is going on? Please tell me. But there is one theory here that Charlie Kirk News shared on X. He took this from Reddit, I believe. This was shared on r/conspiracy. Yes, we all love a good conspiracy. But this guy claims to be a radar guy. He says, radar guy here. I know who is operating the drones. 25-year radar operator for a major agency here. I just thought I'd let you all know what has been going on these past few weeks. The drones are part of a military, quote, drill being conducted by Space Force. Everything is on a, quote, need-to-know basis, which is why there's so much confusion. What gets me concerned and why I had to make this post is that something big is about to go down. So, I mean, they can't let this charade go on for too much longer, so I feel like something is going to have to give. I agree with him here. I don't know if this is actually a legit post, but, I mean, it's interesting to, contemplate here. I happen to know that there are additional, quote, full lockout drills that are scheduled to take place between now and Christmas Eve. These operations involve full turnover of all radio/radar and aircraft communications to the military for several hours at a time. In conjunction with that, there are also scheduled satellite launches, quote, off the books, which have been occurring since October. They are setting up some kind of big show for the public very soon. CNN was even at our facility shooting pre-roll footage for a future story. I don't know exactly what is going on, But all I know is this: get ready. Peace and safety to all of you and your family. So is this part of a Space Force operation? Is this something that the military is getting ready to reveal to us all? Are we going to all of a sudden know that there are UFOs that are coming from outer space? What is going on? We have CNN posting my post on Instagram that was clearly labeled AI, reporting on it as fact. When I saw that, I was like, man, this reality has just really ripped in half when they're posting me. I mean, I post a lot of good stuff on my Instagram. I have a pretty large account. But that post was very dubious. Like I said, the initial post, it was being shared by a lot of big X accounts. And I was like, there's no way this is real. It just looks too fake. It just looks too clear. It looked legit, but I know what they can do with AI and CGI these days. And it actually so happened that the guy on Instagram who made the video reached out to me, believe it or not. He reached out to me. He was kind of bummed out because the post had gotten nearly 1 million views by that time. And he said, hey, I'm the original creator of this post. Can you at least tag me in the post to give me, some credit? And which, of course, I did. I didn't know where the video came from. I just knew it was being shared by a lot of large accounts on X. And I was just like, listen, man, I took it from X. I put it on Instagram. And he was like, yeah, that's okay. But, definitely AI, CGI, but he does this type of thing. He makes AI and CGI videos, and he posts them to Instagram and TikTok. He had posted it to TikTok, but he didn't think the video was good enough, so he never posted it to Instagram, and then all of a sudden, it blew up. It was all over the news. So that was my 15 minutes of fame. I hope I didn't waste it. Hopefully, I'll get another shot at that, because I never knew that anything like that would happen, which is mind-blowing to me. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think of all of these drones being sighted over New Jersey? What do you think is going on with all of this? What do you think of the news just taking a video from a random Instagram account like mine and reporting on it as if it were fact? It was labeled as AI. I toggled the AI photo, or the AI toggle, because I didn't want to get fact checked. I didn't want my account to be damaged from sharing fake news or whatever. So something is going on. Do you think we'll find out soon? Do you think it's Space Force? What do you think it is? Let me know down below in the comments. Like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. But until then, I will see you on the next one.